On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Layperson.
A person who is not trained or skilled in a specific profession or field, a non-expert or amateur.
Examples:
Layperson perspective. In layperson's terms. The instructions should be clear enough for the layperson to understand.
Reluctance.
A feeling of unwillingness or hesitation, especially when faced with a decision or undertaking.
Examples:
Overcoming reluctance. Reluctance in buying. The company's reluctance to invest in new technology kept them from competing with other businesses.
Well-being.
The state of being happy and healthy and prosperous.
Examples:
The well-being of a nation. A sense of well-being. We are responsible for the care and well-being of all our employees.
Distort.
To change something's shape, appearance, or sound so that it appears weird or unclear.
Examples:
Distort the facts. Distort the economy. Economists contend that taxes distort consumer behavior in general.
Symphony.
A long musical composition in Western classical music for orchestra, usually with 3 or 4 main parts called movements.
Examples:
A symphony orchestra. A beautiful symphony. The frequent performances of the symphony prove its popularity.
Dreadful.
Very bad, unpleasant, or causing fear.
Examples:
Dreadful accident. Dreadful news. The conditions of the prison were dreadful and inhumane.
Screech.
To make a loud, high-pitched, piercing sound, often indicating pain or fear.
Examples:
Screech out a slogan. Screech with laughter. The brakes on the car began to screech as the driver suddenly stopped at the intersection.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate. Storytelling. The act or art of narrating or writing stories.
Examples:
Storytelling performance. Courtroom storytelling. She was skilled in storytelling techniques, such as using different voices for other characters.
Colonoscopy.
A medical procedure in which a flexible tube with a camera on its end is inserted into the rectum to examine the colon for potential abnormalities or diseases.
Examples:
Colonoscopy screening. Virtual colonoscopy. He had to undergo a colonoscopy as part of his routine medical checkup.
Distinctly.
In a way that is clearly or noticeably different or separates from something else. In a way that is unmistakably or unequivocally defined or identifiable.
Examples:
Distinctly remember. Distinctly different. The distinctly floral scent of the perfume lingered in the air long after the wearer had left the room.
Jiggle.
To move or shake with small quick movements, often in a slightly playful or teasing way.
Examples:
Jiggle the handle. Jiggle the keys. The airplane experienced turbulence, causing the passengers to jiggle in their seats.
Endow.
To give a quality, ability, or asset to a person or institution.
Examples:
Endow him with the power. Endow the scholarship. Some people believe that human is endowed with reason and capable of distinguishing good from evil.
Tyranny.
A form of government in which a single ruler has absolute power, often exercised cruelly and oppressively, the arbitrary or oppressive exercise of power or control over others.
Examples:
Brutal tyranny. Tyranny of the majority. The country was ruled by a tyranny that oppressed its citizens.
Discrepancy.
A lack of consistency or agreement between two or more facts, figures, or sets of information, a disagreement, inconsistency, or divergence.
Examples:
Significant discrepancy. A discrepancy in the report. There is a discrepancy between the study's findings and the collected data.
Amnesia.
A condition in which a person is unable to remember things, often as a result of brain damage, shock, or illness.
Examples:
Childhood amnesia. Amnesia by trauma. The accident caused her to suffer from temporary amnesia, and she couldn't remember anything that happened before the collision.
Adjudicate.
To act as a judge in a dispute or case, to make a formal decision on an issue.
Examples:
Adjudicate case. Adjudicate on the question. When the sons were arguing about their inheritance, the father adjudicated.